Hello everyone. In today's video, I will guide you through setting up the Yocto SDK and developing a simple application on the host machine using the SDK for Renesas RZG2L evaluation kit. So let's dive right in. First, we will go to the build. This command will populate the SDK for core image minimal, and depending on your system, this may take a few minutes. Once that's done, navigate to the SDK deploy directory. Here you can see the script for installing the SDK. You must give execution permissions to the script before using it, as I have already done for my system. So now we will run the script to install the SDK. So we will keep the path to default. So now the SDK is being installed and it is installing the cross toolchain inside the build machine. So now whenever we need to use the SDK, we will source the script which exports the cross toolchain environment variables to the current terminal. Now let's create a simple application that displays system information. So first we need to source the SDK. And now let's move towards creating and compiling the application. So I already have an application in here. So here's an application which will display the system information from uname command of Linux and then displays it. And then we have another command which reads the file OS release and prints its information. And here is the corresponding CMake file that we will use to configure. So the application name would be system info. So now let's configure and compile the application. So now with the file command, verify that the binaries architecture matches the target machine's architecture, which we can see here that it's built for ARM64 system. As the application is now built on our host machine using the SDK, we can test it on our target machine. To do this, we need to copy our application to the target device, which is our smart board. So first we will check for the hardware's IP to copy the file. So here's the IP that we will use. And now SCP the file to the target machine. The file is now copied. Now we can run the application. First give execution permission to the application file and then run the application. Here you can see the application is displaying system information like kernel version, machine architecture, and the distro name from which it is built, and etc. And that's it. We have just learned how to build an application on a host machine by cross-compiling it for a target machine using the Yocto SDK. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.